Hello students, today we will start the new chapter, that is of standard 8 and chapter number 8, comparing quantities. So let us take one of the example that there is a basket and in that basket some of the fruits are there. One of the fruit is apple and another one is orange. So the quantity of the apple is 20 and the quantity of orange is 5. That means the orange is in number 5 and the number of apple is 20. Now here we have to represent this situation, or we have to compare both this quantity. So how we can compare both these quantities? So there are two methods to compare the quantities. One is the ratio. The first method to compare the two quantities is ratio. Now how we use this ratio? See, here we can write down it as a number of apples upon number of oranges, right? Number of apples upon number of oranges. Now number of apples, that is equals to 20 and number of oranges, that is equals to 5. Now we know that we can cut the common factor. See, 5 4s are 20, we can cut it. So here we get the 4, or in the denominator 1 will remain. So see, we apply the ratio. So we can say that number of apples to the number of oranges is equals to 4 upon 1. Or we can write down it as number of apples is to number of oranges, that is equals to 4 is to 1. This symbol is used as a ratio. We can read it as a 4 is to 1. Now we can also say that the number of apples are 4 times to the number of oranges, right? Number of apples are 4 times that of the number of orange, right? Okay, here it is not necessary to take the number of apples to the numerator and the number of oranges to the denominator. We can also change the numerator and the denominator. So see, we can also write down it as a number of oranges upon number of apples. So now number of oranges is 5 and number of apples are 20. So we get here 1 upon 4 when we cut the common factor. So here the ratio is changed. So here we can write down in the same way, that is number of now oranges is to number of apples, that is equals to 1 is to 4, right? So how we can write down it? We can read it as a number of oranges are of 1/4 of the number of apples. Here we read it as a number of apples are 4 times that the number of oranges. Here we can write down number of oranges are 1/4 of the number of apples. So this is the first situation, that is called the ratio, in which we can compare both these quantities. Now the second thing is the percentage, right? Second thing is percentage. We can compare both these quantities as a percentage. See how we can represent it as a percentage. Here we have to use this ratio. Suppose this is number of apples and the is to number of oranges is 4 is to 1. So here to represent this situation as a percentage, how we can represent it? See, number of, okay, percentage of apples. We can write down it as a number of percentage of apples. So see, So the number of apples are 20. Number of apples are 20. Okay. Now total number of the fruits, that is 20 and 5. So here we can say that the total number of the fruits in the basket is 25. So here we have to divide it with the 25 and we have to multiply it with the 100 because we are converting this quantity into percentage. So when we cut this, we get the 25 4s are 100 and 20 into 4, that is equals to 80. 80%. Now it is converted into the 80 percentage. So the percentage of apples is equals to 80. In the same way, we can find out the percentage of orange. Percentage of oranges is equals to, now see, number of oranges is 5, total number of oranges is 25 and multiplied with the 100. So 25 4s are 100 and 5 4s are 20. 20%. So the percentage of oranges is how much? That is equals to 20%. So see, total of 80 plus 20 is how much? That is 100%. That means if there are total of 25 fruits, we can call it the 100%. Out of this total 100%, the percentage of apple is 80% and percentage of orange is equals to 20%. So in this way we can compare both these quantities, apple and oranges. Out of 100 apples, 80%, oranges 20%. So these are the two methods, ratio and proportion. Sorry, ratio and the percentage, in which we can compare both these quantities. Okay? Okay, so now let us study the some of the examples that is depend on this ratio and the percentage. So this is the question of exercise 8.1, question number 1. Find the ratio of the following. So here we have to find the ratio of the three given questions. First is speed of cycle 50 km per hour to the speed of scooter 30 km per hour. So here the two quantities, that is speed, both are the speed and both have the same unit, that is kilometer per hour, and scooter speed is also 30 km per hour. So here we have to compare this ratio of the cycle to the speed of the scooter. That is, first is 15 and second one is 30. Right? So this is the ratio of speed of the cycle to the speed of the scooter. See, both have the same unit. So if we can write down here that kilometer per hour, and here also if we write kilometer per hour, then what will happen? This unit will cancel out. So only what will remain? The digit will remain. So remember this thing, whenever we apply the ratio of any two quantities, then there will be no unit of the ratio, because the same unit are there and they will cancel out each other. So only the digits will remain there. We can write down it as a 15 upon 30, that means 1 upon 2. Right? We can say that the speed of the cycle is 1/2 of the speed of the scooter. We can read it as like this. So this is this first ratio. Second is 5 meter to 10 kilometer. See here, 5 meter. Here the unit is in the meter, but here the unit is in kilometer. So either we have to convert it into the kilometer or this unit into the meter. So we will convert this 10 kilometer into the meter. So whenever we apply the ratio, when we compare the two quantity, the unit must be equal. Then only we can compare. So here this is the 5 meter and this is 10 kilometer. Now 10, if we want to convert it into the meter, we have to multiply it with the 1000, because 1000 meter is equals to 1 kilometer. So 1000, now it is converted into the meter. You can see that here also the unit will cancel out each other, right? Here 5 2s are 10, we can cut it, 5 2s are 10. So here in the numerator nothing will there, so 1 will be there, and in the denominator 2 into 1000, that is equals to 2000. So this is the ratio of 5 meter to 10 kilometer, and it is 1 is to 2000. Okay, right. We can also write down it as a 1 upon 2000, or we can write down it as a 1 is to 2000. Here also we can write down it as a 1 is to 2. Right? Okay. Now third one is 50 paise to rupees 5. Here also the units are different. Here is 50 is paise, 5 is the rupees. So we have to again convert it. We write down 50 as it is. Rupees we will convert into the paise. So the 5 will remain as it is. We have to multiply it with 100, because 100 paise is equals to 1 rupees. Okay. Now the both have the unit paise paise. So in this way they will cut out each other. So now no need to write down the unit. Okay. 0 0 will cut each other. 5 5 will cut each other. So what will remain is 1 upon 10. So this ratio we can say that 1 is to 10. So 5 paise to the rupees 5 is equals to 1 is to 10. So these all are the ratios, right, which compare the two quantities. Now the question number 2. Question number 2 is convert the following ratios to percentage. Here we have to convert these two ratio into the percentage. So how to convert? There are two methods. One is, here we have to write down this as a 3 upon 4, or we have to multiply it with the 100. Directly we can multiply it with the 100. So whatever the result we get will be in the percentage. So here when we cut 4 and this, we get the 25. Okay. So the result we get here is equals to 25 3s are 75, but it is now in the percentage. So 2 is to 4, that is equals to 75%. So this ratio is now converted into the percentage. Another method is there. We can write down 3 into 4 as it is. In the denominator we have to make the 100. So 4 is a factor of 100. So this is possible here. We can multiply with 25. But the same digit we have to multiply in the numerator also. So 3 is to 4, that means 3 upon 4. We have to make the denominator is equals to 100. But the condition is the digit whatever is the denominator is a multiple of 100. Factor of 100. Then only we can make here 100. But the same digit we have to multiply in the numerator. So here 25 3s are, that is equals to 75, and in the denominator there is 100. So whenever there is 100 in the denominator, whatever in the numerator will become percentage. So this will become now 75%. So these are the two methods. We can directly multiply this ratio with the 100, or we can make the denominator is equals to 100. So both the way we get the same answer. Now the another ratio is 2 upon 3. So see, in 2 upon 3, if we want to make the 100 in the denominator, then it is not possible, because 3 is not a factor of 100. So we cannot use this second method. We can use this method. That is simple. We have to multiply it with the 100, and it is now converted into the percentage. But let us simplify it. We get 200 into 2, that is equals to 200 upon 3 percentage. Or when we divide it 200 with the 3, what will we get? See, 3 6 are 18. Okay, 2 is the remainder. Again 20 is there. 2 6 are 18. Now again 2 is the remainder, but now we have to put the decimal point. Okay, now again we have to take 1 0 as we apply the decimal point here. So again 20 will there. So in this way, every time we get the 20, 20, 20, and again every time we get the 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 in this way. So we can write down it as a 66 into 67%, 66.67%, right? So this is the method how we can convert the ratio into the percentage, right? And this is the two method how we can compare the two quantities. One is the ratio, second one is the percentage. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.